Hey there, and welcome to the UkeStuff channel, and welcome to this tutorial for the Sarah McLachlan song When She Loved Me that was in Toy Story 2. There have been a bunch of requests for this song, so I sat down and worked on it and put it together. It is not an easy song, so as songs go, this is not a 3 or 4 chord song. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at the chords you need for GCEA ukulele, then the chords you need for DGBE ukulele. Then I'm going to talk strumming, but more importantly, a little bit of finger picking on the song. And then you'll have everything you need to know to navigate through this song. Just want to remind you that this channel does have a collaboration with ukestuff.info. So if you want to see the chord chart that's used in this song, you can pull it up at ukestuff.info, and there's also a link in the description below. Let's begin with the chords that you need for GCEA ukulele, and I will be using this Hurricane UkeStuff-02. It has a laminate walnut back and sides with a solid spruce top, and it looks like still a walnut fretboard and a matching walnut headstock. The first one is the D minor chord, then the A minor chord, then the G7 chord. Now here's your first bar chord. Bar chords, there's a lot of information about bar chords out on the internet. Don't be overwhelmed by the bar chords that you see out there. Generally, if you're holding your ukulele right and you've kind of got it locked in there nice and steady, if you think about bar chords, I think about it now as the way I'm talking about is grabbing the fretboard with your finger flat and pulling against it like you're about to launch something from your headstock. Imagining that you're doing that. But when you do that near the fret, you should get a pretty clear sound. Now, I'll be honest, this ukulele I have not yet set up, so its action at the first fret is still a little high. I'm waiting to set it up until after I do the full review on this one, so I have to press down a little harder than I'd like to get the clear sound there. And I am on the first fret for the B flat minor chord, and then I reach over with my third finger to play the 4th string 3rd fret, and that's your B flat minor chord. Then you have the F chord, the G minor 7, which is a partial bar chord. You cover strings 1 and 2 at the 1st fret, right near the middle fret, and then you put your second finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string. If you know your B flat chord, it's most of the B flat chord, which is coming next. So here's the B flat chord. You do the same thing. Finger 1 covers strings 1 and 2. You pull against the fretboard. Then you put in your second finger and then your third finger. That's your B flat chord. Then you need the C sus4. And this may not be the perfect fit for the song, but it's as close as I could get. You play your C chord. Generally, I do it with my pinky. You could do it with your third finger as well. But then you add your first finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. And then that resolves to the C chord. Then kind of a cool chord, E minor 7 flat 5. So if you think about playing this, the 1st string 1st fret, and then reach over at the 2nd finger to play the 3rd string 2nd fret. You get that kind of cool chord. Then we go to the A chord, then the C minor chord. That's again a partial bar chord. Then the F7 chord, you make the F chord and add 2 fingers. The C7. The B flat minor 6, you do a partial bar chord all across strings 1, 2, and 3 at the 1st fret. G diminished 7 chord. One of the harder chords, the F minor 6 chord. Now there are 2 ways to do this. You can bar it and then put down 2 fingers. So you can bar at the 1st fret and then add finger 2 on the 3rd string 2nd fret and finger 3 on the 1st string 3rd fret. Or you can make the F minor shape and add your pinky. Then the E flat chord, 1st finger goes on the 1st string, 1st fret. Now you have some choices here. You can try to put fingers 2, 3, and 4 in a row on the 3rd fret with strings 4, 3, and 2. That doesn't work so well for me, so I usually try playing with my third finger, just bending my third finger in a way that I don't touch the first string. Whatever works for you with that E flat chord. Then the A7 chord, and then another killer chord, the A flat minor chord. So you play first finger, first string, second fret, second finger, third string, third fret. Then we get third finger goes on the fourth string, fourth fret, and the pinky goes on the second string, fourth fret. A flat minor chord. Then a bar chord, the B flat 7, you bar everything at the first fret, and second finger plays the third string, second fret. And then finally the E flat minor 7 chord, which you just bar everything at the 6th fret. And those are the chords you need to play When She Loved Me on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Now let's take a look at the chords that you need for DGBE baritone ukulele. I'll be using my mainland baritone. It has a cedar top and rosewood back and sides. The first chord is D minor, then A minor, then G7. Now you get the B flat minor. So what you do is you put the first finger on the first string, first fret, second finger on the second string, second fret, third finger on the third string, third fret, and then fourth finger on the fourth string, third fret. B flat minor. Then the F chord. Make a partial bar chord. Make sure you're holding your baritone ukulele steadily in your arm. Cover strings 1 and 2 at the first fret, pulling against the headstock like you're going to launch something off of the headstock. So you're pulling against the neck, pulling against the fretboard like you're going to launch something. So cover that there, and then put down fingers 2 and 3. And then your thumb shouldn't have to work so hard if you're pulling against the fretboard. Then your G minor 7 chord, you bar all the strings at the 3rd fret, playing against the fretboard. The B flat chord, first finger on the first string, first fret, second finger on the third string, third fret, third finger on the second string, third fret. So then you have your C sus4, you cover strings 1 and 2 at the first fret, and then you reach over and play the fourth string, third fret. Then you play your C chord. Then kind of a tricky chord, the E minor 7 flat 5. You can play it with 2 bar chords. You can bar everything at the second fret and then bar strings 1, 2, and 3 with the third finger. Or you can put the first finger on the fourth string, second fret, and then fingers 2, 3, and 4 on right in a row on strings 1, 2, and 3 at the third fret. Then you have the A chord, then the C minor chord. The F7 chord is a bar chord at the first fret, and then you add the second finger on the third string, second fret. Then the C7 chord, play your C chord and then add 2 fingers on it. Then you have the B flat minor 6 chord. The first finger goes on the second string, second fret. Second finger and third finger goes on the fourth and third strings on the third fret, and then the pinky also goes on the first string, third fret. B flat minor 6. Then the diminished 7 chord. I usually play these with all 4 fingers. First finger on the fourth string, second fret. Second finger on the second string, second fret. Third finger on the third string, third fret. Pinky on the first string, third fret. Then the F minor 6, it's a partial bar chord at the first fret. Then the E flat chord. So there are 2 ways that you can play E flat. The first one is to bar everything at the third fret. Then add a second finger to the second string, fourth fret, and then the third finger to the fourth string, fifth fret. Or you can play it with all 4 fingers. The first finger goes on the third string, third fret. Second finger goes on the first string, third fret. Third finger goes on the second string, fourth fret, and the pinky goes on the fourth string, fifth fret. It's your E flat chord. Then the A7, bar everything at the second fret, and then put your second finger on the first string, third fret. Then the A flat minor chord, you bar everything at the fourth fret, and then reach over with your third finger to the 6th fret. Then the B flat 7, bar everything at the 3rd fret, and play the 1st string 4th fret with your 2nd finger. And finally, the E flat minor 7. This is how I would play it. I'd put my 1st finger on the 4th string 1st fret, my 2nd finger on the 2nd string 2nd fret, my 3rd finger on the 1st string 2nd fret, and then my pinky reaching over to play the 3rd string 3rd fret. And that's the E flat minor 7. Those are the chords you need to play When She Loved Me on DGBE baritone ukulele. Now, as it comes to strumming, there is some challenge here. This song has a lot of chords in it, and if you listen to the accompaniment, it's really kind of empty. There's some moving notes here and there, but it's really pretty rare. So if you just play the chords that appear, just one down strum on each one of those chords, I think it'll sound pretty good. The exception is the actual little moving line that happens, and I've written it out. There's both a major and then a minor version of it. It does change a little bit depending on which one you're looking at. Like, one only does one little part of it, but it's the same thing. So let's take a look at it first on GCEA ukulele. We'll do the major one first. What you do is you play your F chord. 2010 means 2nd fret open, 1st fret open. Then you have to play individual strings. 0 and 3 on strings 1 and 2 is the C, and then you've got your E. Then you play the 1st string 1st fret and 3rd string 2nd fret. Then you play them both open, 1st string and 3rd string. Then the 2nd string 3rd fret. So in context, it sounds like this. Here it comes again. Then it repeats. And the second time, you don't play two of the both open. Second time, you just go. And that's the major part. It's just going to require some practice. Now, one of the cool things is that the song switches to minor in the middle of it. It's really kind of a neat mode mixture. It's really one of the things that makes the song so sweet musically. But that little transition that we just played now switches to the minor. So you play your F chord, but then you play a minor kind of progression. So you play on strings 1 and 3, both the 3rd fret. Then 1st string, then open, and that happens again. So it changes from that major to the minor. Again, it's the F chord, then 1st and 3rd strings at the 3rd fret, at the 1st fret, then open. And for me, I'm just sliding down since it's not very far with the fingers that I'm already using. And then the only difference is the last time you do it, you play the F chord at the end, and this is in the major again. And that's how you play those little picked parts in the middle of When She Loved Me on GCEA ukulele. As for baritone ukulele, first of all, this song does not work as nicely on baritone as it does on standard GCEA ukulele. Just it's the key that it's written in. I didn't change it or anything like that. Also, the little picking part works better on standard GCEA ukulele than it does on baritone. So let's take a look at what you need to do for the major little part of the picking. And there's some weird position changes to make it sound right. And let's take a look at it. First of all, you need to play your F chord at the 5th fret. So you can either bar it and play bar it at the 5th fret, 2nd finger at the 2nd string 6th fret, and the 3rd finger at the 4th string 7th fret. Or you can try to play that F chord with the 1st finger on the 3rd string 5th fret, second finger on the first string, 5th fret, third finger on the second string, 6th fret, and pinky on the 4th finger, 7th fret. Whatever way you need to do to make that F chord work. For me right now, just playing it with the bar chord is working pretty easy. Then your fingers have to switch where your first finger goes on the second string, 5th fret, and your pinky goes on the first string, 8th fret, and you play those together. Then you have to do a switch. The first finger needs to go to the first string, 6th fret, and the third finger needs to go to the third string, 7th fret. Then you slide back up to the 5th fret, and I move my hand back so the first finger's on the third string, 5th fret, and the second finger is on the first string, 5th fret. And then you walk all the way up to play the first string, 3rd fret. So in slow motion, you play the F chord. Then the first finger goes to the second string, 5th fret. Pinky goes to the first string, 8th fret. Then you switch. Then you switch again. And then that happens one more time. And the second time you play it, you only play one of the 5th fret combinations. So again, then it happens again. And I need more work on that myself, but that's what you need to do to play that little part. Now, when it goes into the minor key, the good news is this is actually much easier. So here's what happens. You have to play your F chord, and then you get two fingers that go up to for strings 1 and 3 at the 8th fret, then to the 6th fret, then to the 5th fret, and then the 3rd fret on the first string. Happens again. So that's much easier on baritone this time around. 8, 8, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3. So if at the end, if you want to play the major one, it's the same tablature as before. And then you end with your F chord at the end. So again, not easy on baritone, but if you keep practicing, yes, you can get it. So thanks for watching this tutorial of this really, really hard song. I wish you the best with it. Thanks for requesting it. And remember, if you're interested in requesting other songs, right now we're using a brand new feature that you can upvote. Take a look in the description of this video about how you can submit a song and how you can upvote other songs to be done more quickly. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.